Alright guys, what's good? This is Ray, and I'm doing another panel. This time I'm going to do a slight panel redo. What I'm going to do is, not only am I going to update this bear, I'm also going to see how it would look if I just made the bear bigger than the others, so it's only his mold that comes out. So what I'm going to do first is copy and then paste each guy at once so I'm not distracted by the others. So the first thing I would like to say is thank you for the people that have subscribed, newly subscribers. It's nice to have you, and I welcome you into the fold. I don't know to call any of you guys, but I'll probably just keep it simple. What I'm doing is just following the basic structure of the bear, just so I can have everything look anatomically correct. I'm just gonna say this now. Yes, I use photos for references, and if you are an artist, you want to make sure you have all of the anatomy just down before you start making creatures, because if you make the creatures and you just there, finished creature, how would they exactly move? Like, you only have them in the one pose, like the side, like the profile pose, which shows their shapes, and that's basically all you have. But you'll need more than that. You need to show them in action. You need to show muscle movement. You need to show bone, how the bones all fit, and then how the muscles fit on said bones. You want to make sure that you have that. And how do you make sure you have that? Well, depending on what animals you are basing this species off of, if it's a collection of multiple animals or just one species in general, and you went from there, you want to just research on the species itself. Like, for example, I'm about to impart the comic wisdom. Do not start a comic without anything. Like, an idea is good, but a storyline and plot is better. And do not try to make it on the fly. You will struggle if you try to make it on the fly. And how do I know this? Because of experience. My first comic was a ripoff of Jinja Desetsu Widu. I'm not even going to lie. I've admitted it already to Jazz, and I'm admitting it to you guys. It was just a ripoff. It was a ripoff because, like, again, I was into anime, and it was better in high school, but middle school I was the only girl that loved anime. Like, there's a couple of guys, but like all the other girls didn't understand why I liked anime. Yeah. Another thing about comics, if you're a first-time comic person, not comic person. If you're doing a comic for the first time and you don't really have a whole lot of experience and you have a great story, do not try to make it as as just crazy as Naruto and Bleach and Dragon Ball Z. Don't do that to yourself or to your work. And to tell you why, because I also wanted, like, my Jinja Weed ripoff to be just like those guys. Like, Fullmetal Alchemist, Bleach, Naruto, I wanted it to be over 150 chapters. Don't do that to yourself. It's just you. And like, if you find people to help you, great. But just also remember that it will be just you and maybe that one other person. If you find another person, that's great. That means it will, like, if you find more people, the more that they can help you. But everybody has like a strength and a weakness. You can't like depend on, for example, if you have someone that just does writing, you can't have the writer give you like tell them to draw like 5 panels, but they don't know how to draw. They're just the writer. Don't do that to someone like that just because you want to meet a certain deadline that you set up. You don't want to do that to people. Like, it's just you personally, and you know your strengths and weaknesses. That's good. Make sure you remember your strengths and your weaknesses. You don't want to overdo it. Like, do you want to have it complete at a certain time? Yes. Will you feel good about it? Yes, you will. Like, there's always something about finishing a page and just feeling that sense of like you did it. I'm sorry. You don't want to like force people to do something that you yourself can't really accomplish on your own. Like, if you can accomplish on your own, great. That's great. I'm not even joking. Play up to your strengths. Don't play up on other people's like expectations of your strengths. Follow your strengths, your weaknesses. If there are just certain things that you just can't do, you need to speak up and say so. Don't let anyone push you around. Don't let anyone tell you differently. Sometimes you just need to be as real as you can be with people. And if they don't like it, that's sadly on them. That's sadly on them. They put... Well, I'm going to end this here. You guys are probably tired of listening to me just talk to you. If you would like me to do more of these, where I kind of ramble and draw, just tell me in the comments below. Be sure to stay up to date on what I'm doing, and hopefully I'll have more videos in the future for you guys. I'll see you guys next time.